what's up? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to talk to y'all about atheism and why I am an atheist. I'm probably more agnostic than anything else. I probably will have to explain that later on in the video, or maybe I'll make multiple videos. I'll let you know. Anyway, the reason the reason I don't believe in God, okay? Well, usually it's because people always come up to me and they say, Jay, how could you not believe in God? And I'd ask them, well, how do you believe in God? And they usually say the same thing every single time. Well, how else do you explain? Let me stop you right there, okay? Because that's the thing right there. That's the exact reason right there I don't believe in God. Because there usually is an explanation for things you can't explain. And if there isn't an explanation, you can't just insert God and say, okay, boom, God did that. You know what I'm saying? Makes no sense. For example, you know, there used to be a time where the lightning would strike, and when the lightning would strike, people would say, oh shit, Zeus is mad at us. We need to chill out. Zeus is pissed. Before we learn how lightning bolts are made and formed. There's people who used to look at the sun and say, oh, thank you, sun, for coming out today. We appreciate it. Yesterday you didn't come out and it was raining all day. Okay, because they didn't understand how clouds work. You know what I'm saying? And people used to say, oh, thank you, moon, for being full tonight. Sometimes we can only see a crescent of you. Because they didn't understand how the fucking moon worked. You know? People always take things that they don't understand, and instead of figuring it out, they just insert God there. Do you know how many times scientists have killed a god? Scientists killed the moon god, the fucking lightning god, the muskrat god, all of them dead, thanks to science. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're going to look at me and say, oh, so you must believe in that Big Bang Theory. No, I don't believe in that. Because this is the thing with science. Science, to me, usually consists of something that can be recreated. Okay? So with the Big Bang Theory, you can't recreate the Big Bang. You can't recreate millions of years of evolution. You can only say, oh, this is what I think happened. So there's room for you to be wrong. Thus, making me agnostic. So yes, there's a possibility we were created by some higher being, but it doesn't mean that it was a God that we can pray to and he don't like gay people and we should kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that other stuff, I don't get, you know? Like, I take what I have and that's it. I like to live by the thing that the lawyers live by, where it says, usually the most obvious answer is the answer, you know? If you walk into a room and you see a motherfucker holding a bloody knife and you see somebody on the ground that's been stabbed to death, usually it's the guy that holding a bloody knife that stabbed him to death. Now, I guess it could be, I don't know, maybe he came from another dimension and he appeared and he removed the knife trying to save the woman, and the actual killer disappeared into thin air, jumped on the pterodactyl, and rode off into the past. You know what I'm saying? I guess that could have happened, but it probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just insert God whenever you don't understand something. How would that look? What if there's a disease going around killing everybody, and instead of being like, yo, we need to put our heads together and figure out what's going on, just be like, well, you know, I don't know what's killing these people. It must be God's will, and we'll just let God sort it out. No! We're going to figure out what's going on so we can save people and possibly stop this from happening again in the future. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't believe in God. I do believe we were created, though. Ha! You're like, what? That's like trying to look left and right at the same time. No, actually, it's not. Because let's think about it. What if we were created by a higher being, right? What obligation would it have to stay here and watch us? You know? What if we were created and they're like, all right, cool, humans. Now let me go create some big dick rats on this planet over here. You know what I'm saying? Just to fucking do it. You know? Like, whatever created us could have totally did that. Whatever created us could have died. Whatever created us, who knows? What if one day, right, all the humans disappeared and somehow our cars became conscious, you know? Like our cars just woke up one day like, oh, wow, look, I have an engine and gasoline, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, we're living creatures. And we must have been created by the car god in heaven. And he don't like gay cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, if cars were to become conscious, they'd wonder who created them. They'd probably assume it was a bigger car in the sky that just saw it fit to make the cars in his image. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the point I'm making. People always insert God whenever they don't understand something. So, it don't make sense to me. I don't believe. I don't know how a fucking airplane is created. I'm sure a bunch of scientists got together and made a fucking airplane. I'm sure that's what happened. But since I don't know exactly, I didn't see it, and I don't have extensive knowledge on the situation, I guess I could also get on the airplane and be like, wow, God created this airplane. I don't know how it was made. I don't know what science went into it. I'm just going to say God created it. Boom. You know? Anyway, that's my little 2 cents today. Holla at your guala. Deuces.